Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Invasion stream, week 28, day 7. So, today we have a few small spoilers for next week. Nothing too much, rather team week. Most useful thing happening next week is Vault event weekend. And hey, I'm not missing it for once, haha! So, I've missed the last 2 out of 3 Vault events. Not sure how that has managed to happen, but it has happened. But this Vault event, we are not missing. So this weekend, starting the 31st, I believe is this Friday. From this Friday until Monday reset of next week will be a Vault event. And for any of you that don't know, that increases the rate of chance to be able to find gnomes, as well as being able to find Vault keys from those gnomes, which ends up drastically increasing the amount of loot that you can get from pretty much doing anything. And it's pretty noteworthy as you can accumulate a lot of gem value from doing so. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello Jefferson. Hello Isabel. Hello Army X Tube. Hello Cookie. Always making me hungry for cookies. Hello Igamora. Hello Jellybean. Hello William. Hello Locknor. Hello Humberto. Hello Dartero. Hello Captain. Hello William. Hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. And hello Joseph. Okay, so first things first. The few spoilers. Not too many, but worth mentioning. Real quick before we get into anything else. So, the Glory Troop for next week is an epic, so it's a great time to go stock up on green, yellow arcane trait stones if you still been needing some. It gets to choose a color and chance all allies of that color, and then gives 6 mana to them, boosted by gems of that color. So I believe that's a 4-to-1 boost ratio, which will end up increasing the amount of mana that you end up giving to them. So this has some okay chance. I feel like there's going to be better mana generators out there. However, this is going to be able to do a lot with pure color teams for specifically green and yellow, since you can choose a color, end up getting all allies of that color. So you could do it on yellow or green to get them all enchanted. And then you would also be able to give them mana. And that mana could theoretically go as high as about 9. I don't feel like you're going to be breaking 9 in most situations, but that's still going to be a 9 gain. Though one thing I'm not too understanding on this, I believe the mana is given to everyone but her. And the fact that the enchant, actually never mind. I don't know, maybe I misread that slightly. Enchant all allies of that color. Yeah, that actually would include herself, never mind. Oh, that might actually be not too bad. Because that means she can 2-turn her ability if there's a 12 or more of the color on the board. That's an interesting mechanic. Because what's going to happen is it enchants all allies, but it also gets to give a bunch of mana to all of them at a static 6 or at a 6 base, and then that increases by 1 per 4. And that means if you have 12 on the board, if you target a green or a yellow, though your team would most likely be pure color into one of them. But if you target that color, and there's at least 12 of them on the board, that means you could 2-turn her after already giving your allies a bunch of mana. Because not only would you end up giving your allies 9 mana, you'd give them 2 mana per turn, so you just gave your entire team, in that instance, 11 mana. And even if it's not 11, it's closer to 10, you're still giving them a lot of mana. So you gave them all that mana, and then you end up... this reminds me a lot of that one troop that gives half their mana and then enchant. It's basically that thing, except actually useful. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see how this goes. The only big issue with this is it only gets to choose a color. It doesn't actually, like, board control or anything. Though, theoretically, that could actually be a good thing. Because one bad thing about a lot of these troops that choose a color like this, that need to go all in on a color, is they'll remove the color they need or destroy the color they need, which is somewhat counterproductive. It's something that, what's her name does, that one legend from Shentang. Also, this is from Shentang, so it's kind of themed in a similar way, except actually useful. Oddly enough, it's probably better than the legend. But, yeah, that is very interesting. I want to see how this pans out. Because that could theoretically be a full team 11 mana. Which isn't that bad. And that's on top of enchant. I still feel like exploders and destroys will be better in more situations. This is super situational. But, I don't know. It's going to be okay. It's really unique, if nothing else. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be viable. But it's a nice addition, nonetheless. It's probably going to be dead content, though, ultimately. There's too many good exploders like Leprechaun and stuff. So that ultimately is probably not going to be worth it. But it's a cool premise. I like it. Deal. Oh yeah, we're just getting another one of these useless weapons. It's just for green. You don't really need to know much about it other than don't bother upgrading it and wait until we get the next cycle of Doom weapons. It's the same thing as all the other ones we've been getting this cycle, just for green. So unless it's getting a good trait, I believe it gets Entangle. So if nothing else, at least has that. Maybe Greenstorm. So maybe its traits would make it somewhat okay, but I don't know. I'd still avoid upgrading it personally. And other than that, we're getting a new pet this week. It's Australia Day. Australia Day, I believe, is this Monday, question mark? I actually forget what day it falls. Tuesday? But regardless, we're getting the pet on Wednesday, as we normally do for pet stuff. And it just looks like this thing. Oh, never mind. It didn't show up in the right location. Hold up 1 second. You guys probably can't see this. Let's see. Now you should be able to. There we go. But that's what he looks like for Australia Day. But yeah, we're getting this koala bear with a stick and all of his robes. But yeah, we're getting that this Wednesday. It's cosmetic, obviously. So you definitely want to make sure you pick it up. I don't think they've done one for Australia Day yet. I think this is the first year that they ended up doing it for. But, yeah, that's everything that's coming out this week. Not too much. And, of course, Bounty Hunter this Friday, which doesn't bring anything new into the game. However, it's a lot of grinds that we can go and accumulate a bunch of resources on. Speaking about a bunch of resources on, there's a pretty relevant thing that we have today. We have 2 commons. However, we have blue, a legendary blue. So we can end up getting 6 blue Ds as well as an Imperial. So we definitely need to make sure we go do that right now before I forget for whatever reason. So let's go and start working on that. Also, we're currently level 82 on this hero class. 100% want to reach at least 83, that's for sure. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. Get killed, dead. Also, hello, Steve. Hello, Ben. Hello. Let's see. Who'd I miss? Hello, King. Hello, Birdleaf. And hello, Remenford. Welcome. Good thing that didn't come yesterday and got overwritten. I know, right? I hope they fix that by the time Valentine's Day gets here. Because they're almost guaranteed going to be running something special for Valentine's Day. I don't see why they wouldn't. And especially since it's red. It fits perfectly. But yeah, I hope that gets fixed by Valentine's Day. Hopefully that can be done with a mini patch without them actually needing to patch the game. Or, you know, like a full patch version. Because they said it would take away the leftmost task, but right now it's taking away the rightmost task. That or it's taking away a random task and it just happened to hit the rightmost task the previous time. We'll find out next time though. Because there's a good chance that Switch version will not have the patch yet. And if Switch version still doesn't have the patch, we can easily see which task specifically got overwritten. Because it gets the same tasks. However, it gets 3 rather than, or, you know, it'll get the normal 3 rather than the 2 in the special event one. Because the special event one doesn't exist on Switch yet because it hasn't gotten the update that would allow it to have it yet. So we'll find out on Valentine's Day what's going on with it. Hopefully it'll be fixed by then. We'll find out soon. Because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. What's that, 2 weeks from now? It's the 14th. So a little over 2 weeks. Soon, TM. So hopefully the beta for next patch starts soon. It hasn't yet. Okay, let's go get these blues. Though I almost feel like I need the Imperial more so than anything here. Also, did I ever max out Stormheim? I know I started. I completely forget if I ever finished. I think I left at level 14 because I didn't want to waste Imperials for 15. How much you want to make a bet? Yep, exactly so. That's exactly what I did. I got the 14, but I never got the 15th because I didn't want to waste the Imperials. That's what I thought. Actually, how many Imperials are we up to? We have 1 more than what we currently have. Is how many Imperials we have. We have 8 Imperials. Okay, that's enough to upgrade 3 Purple Kingdoms. Also, we're getting close to being able to upgrade another. We just need 12 more, and we get 2 more tomorrow. So we are very close. All we need is 2 more adventure board pokes on it, and we'll be ready to go. That means by next week we might have it. Or, you know, not next week, event week, but I mean like a week and a day from now. Like in about like 10 days or so. Definitely by Valentine's Day. Should be able to hopefully get another Magic Kingdom upgraded. Because now we by default pretty much get 2 purples per week. Assuming you're doing all the tasks, or a lot of them. because green tree gives about 1.6 into any color, and purple tree gives a solid 1 deed. So a little bit of a way to get them slowly over time, a little bit more consistently, rather than just waiting for them to come to adventure board. Yeah, I saw Key Lime's video. I was chatting with him some. Am I doing Hall of Guardians today? Yes. I forgot to put that in the title, but yes, we are going to try Hall of Guardians again. Probably will be quite a bit in the upcoming weeks, because I do not want to have to spend gems on it, ideally. It's really going to come down to luck, though. It is a very annoying faction. Hello, Contendo! Welcome. Also, that reminds me, Bylif comes out in 2 days. I'm actually pretty hyped for that. Fire Emblem Three Houses was actually really good. It's the only Fire Emblem character that has ever come to Smash that I actually care about. What do we even take here? Grab that again. And then Key did. Actually, it might even survive that Key. He did. Or she did, I should say. And did. Yes, I will hand out a big code once we finish out Hall of Guardians. Whenever that happens to happen, we will hand out a big code. And you can hold me to that. Assuming we still have big codes left. But we should by then. It's not going to take us that long. Oh, also, our gems are almost above 21,000 again. We need another 10. We need to go get 60 more kills. We'll usually get that from anything, of course. Okay, let's just clear out dungeons real quick, because definitely want to go do that. Also, don't forget, well, other than it being Diamond Day for dungeons, so definitely worth doing that. Don't forget to finish up Bounty Hunter if you are still needing to go to that. Either to go make leaderboard if you wanted to try for it. The good thing I didn't try, because I think you needed at least tier 7 to make it that high. So good thing we didn't attempt for it, because I only bought up to tier 5. And yeah, if you haven't gotten 250,000 points yet, that is how much is needed to get all rewards. So consider it, though you can still get quite a bit of loot from just doing the free battles as well. However, the bounty captain that's currently available is the best bounty captain outside of bounty hunter currently in the game. So it's definitely worth considering. It's basically an alternative apothecary. I never really got to test it in too many teams, though. My biggest concern with it is that it has a 2-hole higher mana cost, which doesn't seem like a lot. But given how many times you tend to spam it, it's quite a bit of a difference. It's why Giant Spider doesn't tend to get used as much, because it has a 13 mana cost. And that's just a bit of a liability for it. And similarly, this has the same issue, but with 12. But compared to the 10 mana converters, they tend to just be so much better, particularly Apothecary, because it's cleanse into a 10 mana cost convert. But yeah, this does convert all colors to a brown, or not all colors, but all of a chosen color to brown, which is the exact same thing Apothecary does, except instead of cleansing your entire team, it barriers and submerges a random ally. And on top of that, it has the very noteworthy benefit of having 50% skill reduction, which is pretty tanky, of course. Anyways, so yeah, it's worth considering upgrading Bounty this week to finish out Bounty Hunter, if nothing else, just to have that troop maxed out for future use, or even just for general use in teams if you want alternative Apothecary. Anyways, let's go do Diamond Day. Never want to forget to do this on Sundays. Really good value. Okay, we'll throw that down for now. Grab green over there. Grab the green. Get a destroy. That should be enough damage. And by should be enough damage, I mean way overkill. Oh yeah, that's something I meant to test the other day that I mentioned. And I'm pretty sure it is the case, and would only be slow if they happen to have a revive. But, where's the, I never did record that video. I need to. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if this actually kills. I think it has enough damage. First things first, let's switch to magic. And does this actually have enough damage? I believe the answer is yes. I'm pretty sure this has enough damage. Hello, Barbara! Hello, Defiant! Hello, Spag! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we do that. We get full mana. Kill. Is that enough damage? Yes, it is. Nice. Good to know. Yeah, it is enough to one-shot dungeons. I thought so. I just never really bothered checking. So yeah, we might need to start running that for dungeons then. Unless they have spell reduction or something or a revive, it's not going to be that bad. And of course, we'll go spend the 50 gems for these, as it's a good exchange rate. The 80 diamonds alone is worth it. The 2 gem keys basically makes it so you already have 18 gem value or 20 gem value, depending on how you look at it. And free celestial and some other junk. But still overall pretty nice. Also, technically it's 84 diamonds because the shards convert into it. You could easily use that souls to convert that in, so... yeah, it's technically 84 diamonds, even though it's actually 80 diamonds there. Anyways. Oh no, our Diabolus is eventually... If we use this team, the Diabolus is eventually going to reach level 100. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, but it's eventually going to become not level 66. But I guess we need to get it leveled. Let's see, we'll go for that. It's my only hero class I have below 70, actually. Just because, just for fun, I left it at 66. Since it's that Diabolist. Okay, anyways. So, next order of business. I guess we'll go run Hall of Guardians. And see how that goes. So I'm retreating any floor that has... I'm not sure how many times we're actually going to run it. We have 3, however, if it's a bad middle room, I'm not battling it. That's manageable. Okay, we're on armor, right? Let me just double check. I think I switched back. Yeah, I did. Okay. So let's go give it a shot, see what happens. We're trying it with this team currently. And, yeah, so let's hopefully make it work. The easy part is making it to final battle. The hard part is actually winning the final battle. Yeah, I'll let him get a skull. If nothing else, so I can gain enchant to all other allies. So we can go do this. I should have taken that purple. I don't actually use purple, but I should have denied it. Okay, so that's a bunch of enchant. We'll take the mana for now. Grab a red. Let him do whatever. Throw a gargoyle down. Should be good to go from there. So let's throw that down. I could actually buff first slot. I kind of want that yellow, but... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for that yellow. So we could re-enchant right now if we want to. I think we go for this first. And now we could re-enchant. Luckily, he did not end up getting anything triggered. Nice little skull there. I think I still ignore it. Nothing else, he gets re-silenced from it. A little bit early to re-silence. There's not too many other options, though. You know what? I'm actually going to go for it. Get some mana out of it, if nothing else. Okay, so we got double gargoyle, so we could be using that for our turns anyways. Grab a yellow here, just so we can start getting that rolling back up again. I kind of want to take a blue here. Skull Distract would be great, too, just to re-enchant. But for now, we'll go through Pokety Poke. And now one more on first slot, we'll end up getting the secured kill. And be good to go from there, if we can end up getting that down. So let's grab that, get all of our reds from there, take our greens over. What else do we want to take from here? We'll take a red and try for yellow off the sky, I guess. Just do that into the gargoyle onto his first slots, and that should kill both. Now I just have to deal with these other 2. Should be straightforward enough. First battle is the easiest. We should almost guarantee never lose a troop on first battle. Second battle, it depends on the battle and if we get unlucky. And third battle, we just need pure luck to even have a chance of winning it. Okay, we'll take that over. Another gargoyle. I gotta be careful, he does have a pretty high attack. Though he doesn't currently have stun. I say that, however, he could randomly cascade it. So maybe I should take some durability just in case. You know what? I am actually going to do that. Also because I need the mana for the second gargoyle before I block it, which is the main reason for doing that. But throw this down. And then he's dead. Oh, I almost did lose on first battle. It is technically possible. You can get trolled by the really high attack on the last 2 slots. Normally it doesn't happen though. Hello, Matt! Welcome. And hello, Drock Savage. Welcome as well with a gigantic hello. Okay, let's see how dragons go. The biggest annoyance here is going to be the fact that they have some transform and a lot of summon. As long as dragon, as long as they don't transform into anything decent, and the eggs don't really go crazy. Should be fine. So we'll take that for now. So who should we focus? I'm almost tempted to focus the egg. Because it also hits last slot. Only problem is all the damage that happens to him is going to be wasted. I would prefer this was Dragon Soul. He does a pretty big AoE. I don't know, maybe we hit last slot. My only concern with hitting last slot... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I might hit last slot. Well, there's still... The only slight issue with hitting last slot... Well, we could alternate between the two, I guess. But the only issue with hitting last slot is Dragon Eggs would probably be able to get one summon there. If I focus all in on last. And for that reason, I kind of want to distribute the damage and try killing them both at once. But any damage we do to this thing is going to be pointless. Most likely. Okay, I'll try for Sky Blue. I actually got it. Oh, we already have full mana though, never mind. However, what we can go do is that. Give it a nice attack buff. Why do you have to hit first? I wanted to keep that attack value for a little while. Apparently not. Okay, so that became Turtle. That's fine. That's nothing too strong. Not the weakest, not the strongest. The only big issue with it does have 50% score reduction. So he does get to tank a bit with it. Okay, I got a Gargoyle. What is our +1 on right now? It is on Brown, and for that reason I'm going to Brown Surge that. Oh, we didn't get Surge. Of course. Why would we get Surge in an important battle? Okay, we'll throw this down again. I'm going to focus Egg a bit, because this thing could still die. Okay, we just got Silence, so let me go do that. Nice Cascade as well. Is it going to be full mana our next turn? Ideally, I take blue or blue search here. Good. He had a chance for Skull. He didn't go for it, though. Do I take the Skull now? Or do I double Gargoyle? I think I Skulled in double Gargoyle. The only problem with that is we're probably going to lose Silence on him. I think it's worth it. Let's throw a Gargoyle, or yeah, Gargoyle down. So we almost got Egg killed. We got him re-silenced. The only problem now is we're one-shot range. Oh, that was almost bad. Ah, Vashtagan, why? He's one-shot now. My first slot. And he's probably gonna die. I can kill Egg. Though do I want to kill Egg? This is gonna be such a weird battle. We could die like any second. I really should throw first slot here for the sole purpose of mana accumulation and HP gain, but also mana accumulation. Okay. Do we throw a buff at someone like yourself for no other reason but to have a bigger gargoyle damage, or do I just take red? I almost feel like I should take red just to make sure this guy doesn't get full mana, and also to move that closer. No! Why you gotta do that? Why? Okay, well I guess we attack buff you now. Okay, one more gargoyle will do it. For that final slot there. Vashtagan being his annoying self. That brings us to one-shot range. Good thing we actually turned there, or that would have been the end. Because if we lose 2, we're definitely not going to be able to do final battle. I'm going to have to take the skull for the sole purpose of him not taking the skull. Alright, we'll throw this and then poke one more time. Where's our mana? I can't take that red, it's a trap. So is that. We'll take that skull. I wish that was enough damage to kill. Oh no. Of all the things to transform into, that is one of the most annoying in this situation. Gotta deny his mana. I think we lost. All he has to do is cast once. Oh, and he got enchant. Fun. I'm pretty sure we just lost from that transform being so good. Because he has not only stone skin, and he got a kill. He's going to get enchant and then get summons, and then, okay, gosh. Yep, we will retreat. Rip. Okay, apparently we can't kill the Vashtagan one. We could probably kill the, or not the Vashtagan, the, whatever that one thing is called. Also, yes, we cannot take bullet. We already know we can't take bullet. Even if we survive it, team's probably going to be disoriented for final battle. And it's really important to have the blue, yellow, and first lot. Oh, that's not what I wanted to check. This one... We could probably take this one. Doesn't Medea have an AoE? Other than Gluttony getting lucky and Medea doing her thing, that should be fine for the most part. We'll see. We'll give this one a shot. Okay, so let's take right off the bat, take that. I don't need that mana anymore. So I'm just gonna go for it right over here and try for red extra turn. Didn't get it though. I'll take the other red. What else do we need? I can skull and try for blue, I guess. And we actually get it. Nice. Any good cascades? Not really. We'll try for double brown. Got the single brown. Nice. Anything else we need to move around? We can take red to blue. That's a thing that we can grab right now. Gives us purple as well, which we don't actually use, but we have brown chance. A couple brown chances. Didn't get a single one, but at least we landed extra turn there. Oh, I should have taken that green. Whoops. Well, luckily he didn't go for it either for whatever reason. Nice. Okay, let's start attack buffing to get this battle done quicker and safer. So we'll do that. Kind of want to get another buff while we can. Okay, throw it again. Should be good now. Now we can actually get pretty decent skull value. So one skull will completely devastate it. And now we can go re-enchant. Now where's our best skull chance? There really isn't a good location for it. So I'm just going to do it right here to get rid of the skulls. Okay, we'll try that again. Try for skull there. Didn't get it. Worth trying though, at least. Take skull there, get our kill. Throw gargoyle right in the center there. No point in taking that skull at the moment. Whoa, he has a high skull value though. But he'll die right here. Okay, that one didn't gain too high. Okay, so let me take a blue. In case we need HP buff. Don't currently need it though. Still got the one enchant going too, so that's nice. Slow the gargoyle down. And he'll have full mana next turn, just for the sake of giving him damage. Let's do that. And is that enough to kill? That's yeah, that's enough. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. 25% spell reduction. Okay. The reason I hit the other way around is the other one had 50% spell reduction, which we were able to kill, but the one with 25% didn't, of course. Okay, just for safety's sake, I guess we'll go an HP buff here. Just make sure you can't kill. And that should give us full mana off of the reds and browns we explode. And he's dead. Hello, David! Hello, Haley! Welcome, welcome. And hello, Lochnar, if I didn't already say hi. Yeah, Ven Barrack was the word I was looking for. Vashtargon's that brown, green, blue mythic that has like the black beast mechanic thing. With the curse and everything. Yeah, that's what I thought. She has a full AoE. That is dangerous. However, most of the rest of the team isn't too bad. Sacrificial Priest will actually help us. So I want to make sure I don't target him at all. Gluttony is going to be complete RNG. If he devours us, we lose. If he doesn't devour us, we win. It pretty much comes down to Gluttony, actually. Because I'm going to be focusing Medea. All in on Medea. Targeting her directly. Because I want to deliberately keep Sacrificial Priest alive. So this battle will basically come down to denying his green and blue in order to give him yellow and purple. I think I should do that every single turn. And he's going to take yellow from me every single time because of how much I need yellow. So I think I should deliberately keep yellow on the board. Which will get us slightly less mana. However, we can bait the AI into constantly taking yellow. Good, he just killed one thing. Unfortunately, he just got 30% chance to get Aberrath. You're supposed to not do that summon. But oh well. So let's just keep hitting that. If nothing else, at least that makes it a pretty easy kill now. You don't have a summon, right? No, nothing has summon. Actually, actually, there was one that has summon, the Dolkafer, but he just destroyed it, so that works. Okay, I'll take Skull. He'll take yellow. I'll take this blue into yellow, just to deny his blue, but also because it's yellow. Let's see. I can still attack buff first slot. I kind of want to. Let me grab a yellow here. Oh, but I want to distract the yellow though. Yeah, I'm actually not going to take it. We're going all in for the let him take that mana and just destroy his own ally strategy. I feel like that's the best strategy for this battle. Okay, let's take blue, I guess. Gotta keep denying him. I gotta be careful, Medea does use those colors too. Don't need her getting mana. One cast won't be too bad from her. Everything beyond one cast will be an issue though. Do I let him have a skull? We can make it so he can't even get those manas if we do. Hopefully this will give it full mana, but for now we'll hit Medea. I did get full mana. We'll go get rid of all this junk over here. Nice. We got a skull out of it too if we want to go for it. I guess it's worth it. Because he's already silenced, so I don't need to go re-silence him. We still have some amount of attack on first slot. I can go buff it. However, I think it might just be better to go for the Medea damage rather than the higher skull damage. So we'll do just that. Please get your mana and kill something on your team. That'd be very beneficial. Okay, he got re-silenced, which is both good and bad. It's good that he's silenced. It's bad that he did it so soon, though. Oh, no. Okay, good. That didn't actually do anything. Oh, except for barrier. That's problematic. Almost forgot that was a thing. It enchants all mystics, and it barriers all... Oh, no. It's the other way around. It barriers all mystics and enchants all daemons. I might just have to take blue. More so just so we don't die. Oh, please hit Medea. Or yourself. That works too. Not exactly what I was going for, but that works. Let's see. Let's grab a yellow. We can still get enchant to everything. Who do we focus here? I'm actually leaning towards first slot. Just so we can double poke Medea with an explosion on board. Okay, can you not hit my first slot? That'd be great. Game plan. I think we hit first slots. No. Skull's not going to be enough damage either. I'm going to do this for the enchant. I'm not doing it for the HP for the reason that I'm not even sure if we could buff up enough. Actually, yeah, we can. If we can cast her one more time, we can buff up high enough that a skull won't kill us. Problem is we need all of her mana again. Or at least 11 of it. So, to gargoyle or not to gargoyle? That is the question. I feel like I take brown and try for double purple. Or a single purple to fall, I mean. Did not get it. This is such a risky gargoyle. This is an absurdly risky gargoyle, if we go for it right now. Though, I'm pretty sure that's the play that's worth it the most. I don't know, do we gargoyle or not gargoyle? Our move is probably take that yellow, if we don't gargoyle. My only concern with gargoyling right now is if we give it skull, we lose. Or at least we lose a troop, which is not good for final battle. However, if we zap him, I don't know. I feel like going for it, but if we miss, we lose. Like if we give it skull next turn, but if it does hit, we win. Or if we don't get hit by a skull next turn. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Hopefully it'll explode like at the top in non-annoying locations. Good. That's exactly what it did. I was even pointing towards those two as well. I was like right there. It actually hit the most perfect location too right there. I was like eyeing it down because all those skulls there had such a high chance of giving him one, but luckily he exploded it. There we go. And now he's dead. Nice. Okay. Well, we're back at this situation again. Final battle with a full team. This is tied at the closest we're ever going to get to winning. Can we please get lucky enough to win? Please. How many attempts? How many times have we gotten to this final battle and still haven't been able to do it? Well, we got a full team. This is the closest you can get to winning. Now we just need to win and get an absurdly good lucky first board. Can we get like a 5 times yellow into a 5 times red into a 5 times brown? That'd be very beneficial. Come on, luck! That's not too good of a starting board. Not the worst, not the best. We got some 4 times at least. So getting a little bit of mana there. And then we can take a 3 to 3. Not the best, but at least we got Gargoyle already. Okay. So here's the thing. Do we skull? I believe the answer is no. Actually, I believe the answer is yes. I don't want to take skull damage yet. I'm not confident enough 2 explosions off a Gargoyle will go for it. Well, yeah, I guess because it's silent. I don't know. Because one beneficial thing about being silenced is it no longer blocks yellow. Though it's only blocking 1 yellow right now. Let's see. I'm tempted to just because I don't want it pressing damage yet. And I'm not confident enough Gargoyle will hit it with 2 explosions. The only problem is we do not get... Actually, no, we do get... No, we won't. Actually, I forget. What's the priority order for silence? Will we get full mana from that or not? I'm actually not 100% certain on that. I think it's kind of like a Bone Dragon in that it applies before the board. Which is why Bone Dragon does the freeze. However, we did do some testing with it, and Bone Dragon was like one of the only things in the game, or the only thing freeze-wise that actually had that mechanic, because the other freeze didn't function the same way. I'm not sure how this interaction works, though. If I take that purple and get that skull and that thing explodes for mana, do we actually get the 1 mana? You need to take the chance and focus on his Gargoyle. Well, we will be focusing on the Gargoyle, still. That won't make us not focus on the Gargoyle. Actually, where will the gems move if I do that? Oh, yeah, that is an issue. We're going to give him brown if I do it. Maybe I do give him skull. I don't know. I think we go for Gargoyle and just chance it, I guess. Because I'm not sure what this interaction is. If I knew for sure it would have full mana by the end of that, I would go for it. But I'm not sure if we get this Doomskull explosion to get all these. If we get the mana, or if the silence takes priority first, which will prevent us from getting the mana. And for the reason of not knowing that interaction, I will go for... So if anyone knows, do let me know. So for that reason, I guess we do go for Gargoyle. And we do get the skull, or we do get it to explode where we need it, so that worked. Okay, so, do we HP buff? I kind of want to remove all these browns and reds. For the sole purpose of him not having any browns and reds. We also still have skull chance. He did not take skull. Weird. Which is actually good, because I wouldn't have had mana anyways to go and recast, because we have 0 now. Yeah, we need to try feeding last slot. Actually, maybe I should have held that ability, actually. And gone for feeding last slot to get attack buff. Pretty important to build up attack for this battle. Okay, we'll take that for now. What else do we need to grab for now? I might actually even hold Gargoyles at the moment. The only big issue is the Gargoyle does have enough to one-shot. He doesn't have any mana he can use right now, though, at least. I guess we take purple. This purple. Okay. Do we take the screen? There's a chance we accidentally silence ourselves. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because that would make yellow go directly into him. The big concern right now is Gargoyle is about to do his thing. And he's probably securing a kill. I do want him to have that skull. Whatever I do right now, I want him to ultimately take that skull. The problem is there's no move that will guarantee give him that skull. So I guess I could take that yellow and just hope a skull is still there for him. For once. Nope, unfortunate. Oh, he just got Gargoyle. Well then, that's pure RNG on if we just auto-lost. Please hit last slot. First slot would also live, oddly enough. Though preferably last slot would be what you target. Also, this board has like no moves. So much so I almost feel like casting this Gargoyle. Yeah, it did drop right where he needed it. It's hard to deny every single brown and red. Especially if you try denying every brown and red, then this just gets a board clear. Which gives us so much life. I'm gonna try for the blue there. He did not go for the skull. Oh, and he took the one that had full mana. Well, that's match. It's already over. Gosh, that Gargoyle is so broken. You cast one time and he just automatically wins. Let's see. It's technically not lost yet though, but very likely it is. Because even if he takes a skull right now. Also, we haven't been able to build up attack. I think the biggest issue is not being able to build up attack enough. It's one of the reasons I was running this in second slot some of the times that I've ran it in the past. And the reason for that is just to get the mana up a bit quicker. Because I feel like it doesn't get mana quick enough. Because it's blocked on both brown and yellow. And yeah, we lost. Let's see, we'll take that for now. He gets the kill there. At this point, I might as well just throw the Gargoyle. That's over. I'll grab that. Didn't even get the Cascade Skull. And yeah, it's already over. Might as well not even play out the rest. It is obvious what will happen. He will Gargoyle again and get another double kill. Well, technically he only killed one with his first cast. But, I don't know. I still feel like we should revamp Order. I really feel like the attack buff troop we need to put further up. That or we have to hold, like, everything on our team's mana. And just go for his mana. But then that's kind of weird, because why wouldn't you just put it further up in the team to begin with? Also, I'm not sure if I can distract it with a full mana. Because it seemed to have targeted it. Oh no, next time I think we're going to try the same thing. It's a team we've tried before. But I think I'm going to try Silent Sentinel. The Ethereal Sentry that has 50% spell reduction. And then double Gargoyle. I think is going to be the way we run it. And then go all in attack buff onto first slot. Theoretically, in that instance, we can actually attack buff itself as well. Rather than first slot. We won't have skull reduction. However, we don't have to worry about giving it a pity skull. So if it's going to take the skull, like if we're trying to get a silence on it, we can let the skull silence hit onto Silent Sentinel and not need to worry about the fact that it just tore away all of our armor. So I think we're going to try that for next time. Same team, but we move the Ethereal Sentry to second. Let's see how that goes. I've tried that a couple times in the past. Like, it works, but and I just ended up testing a bunch of other things. And it wasn't able to ever win. But, I don't know, we'll give it a couple more shots again. And just try it up front and see. Or not all the way up front, but in second slot. Obviously, Silent Sentinel is always first slot. You never run anything other than that in first slot for that team. For that pure faction. But anyways, that's that. Let's go hand out a code and then get at least one level for what's his name? For, Archmagus. But here you guys go. Here is the almighty redeem code of redeeminess. Let me go get the link. Actually, let me make sure it even works first. Should be one that works. Oh, it is not. Oh gosh, I need to go ask for more codes. It's Australian holiday, so I'm not even sure if Salty's going to be around to give me more codes. Which is problematic because we have 3 codes left. After this code. But yeah, we only have 3 left. That's not a good. But here you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over there in the bottom left corner is what you put in. The redeem code is all the random letters in chat. And your... Did I say that was the redeem code? This is your invite code. It literally even says invite code. So pretty self-explanatory. Redeem code's over in chat. And gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. It only works on PC mobile version of the game. There you guys go. Actually, I just hit through that so quick. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what the loot is by now. Anyways, other than that, yeah, don't forget to go finish up Bounty Hunter. What else was going on this week? They were doing a Lunar New Year gem sale thing. That's ending soon. Gems aren't really too worth buying. Oh yeah, this Battle Crash will be gone. However, we have Vault Event next weekend, which is much better. Tower of Doom soon TM. And that trip was not that good. Yeah, nothing really too relevant at the moment. Oh yeah, wasn't there a flash offer? There isn't anymore. Anyways, so next order of business. Let's go just get a quick level for the class, which we should almost already have. I think we need 50 more XP or something. Shouldn't take too long. Where'd it go? I'm looking for Explore Team. Actually, how much more XP do we need, actually? Exactly. We need 61. So let's go get that. That takes about 20 minutes. So might as well go get that now. And the reason I know that is this team's pretty consistent. It's about 3 wins a minute. You can actually win quicker than that. By counting every factor while streaming, it's about 3 per minute. I definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream as Army X2 mentions. Definitely helps out a lot. It's greatly appreciated. And of course, tomorrow night we'll be going over all the new things that are coming in through the event, as well as the fact that we'll have Tower of Doom to go mess with, Green Tower of Doom. So tomorrow our stream will be mostly messing with Green Tower of Doom. This Tuesday, we're going to be doing Pure Faction. Dark Pits. We're going to be doing Dark Pits Pure Faction. We've been doing a lot of Pure Factions recently, and Pure Faction attempts, but we'll be doing that again this Tuesday. So it's going to be a longer stream than normal. Probably go like a little past midnight. That's how long the other one went for. Probably around 4 hours or so. And try getting that completed. We're going to be using the rush method the entire time. And other than that, Wednesday, I'll probably be streaming some Smash because Byleth is coming out. And I'm definitely playing that. If we stream, it's questionable, but I'll probably stream it, so I might as well. It'll be fun to mess around with. We streamed Fire Emblem, might as well stream that. Because that's what he came from. But I've been playing Smash occasionally in my downtime. Not like an excessive amount, but actually I haven't really played it much at all this year. Like this last month, I think I played it for like a few hours. I play it on occasion. It's definitely one of my favorite Nintendo series, or among one of them. How many tier 7s are you planning to buy? Probably about 7 tier 7s. Though I do have the kingdom at level 100, which is noteworthy in the fact that we're going to have lower stats than what we normally have. Because most pure factions that I do, I have it at 200. But Dark Pits, I do only have it at 100. And I don't know if we have enough treasure to actually go get it to 200. If that would really even be considered worth it. I'm initially not going to put the treasure into it. And probably go around 7 and just see if that's enough to work it. I'm slightly concerned that that might not be enough stats. Is 7 enough Vow Ravens? Well, how many did it take us last time? Last time we did 9, it was too many. I'm pretty sure 7 is enough. It's like 7 or 8. I don't think we needed 9. Because that seemed a bit excessive last time. But at least the extra stats made it so we got it first try, if nothing else. I don't know, maybe we'll need it because, as I mentioned, we do have lower stats just naturally. Because I still have it at 100 if I'm not mistaken. So I think I upgraded the kingdom associated to it. What was Dark Pits associated to again? Yeah, I do have 50% bonus, but I have it at 100. So theoretically, we could get it to like 150, and it'll count as like 200 something. So maybe I do put some treasure in it. Because we could very easily get it to 150. That's going to be weird if we don't get to 200. All my kingdoms are pretty much 100 or 200. With a few exceptions that are a little bit over. Like Silver, which I believe is 222. I don't know, maybe we'll upgrade it. What is Dark Pits associated to again, though? Isn't it Mist of Scales, I believe? Dark Pits, Dark Pits. Pretty sure it was Mist of Scales. Yeah, it's Mist of Scales. That's why it has 50%. Interesting. How much of a stat difference is 50% 100 compared to 200? It should count as a 150 right now, essentially. Let's see, where's a normal 200? You should be a normal 200, right? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... No, you're still only at 100. We did pure faction for it. Where's a normal 200 that doesn't have a bonus? Wasn't Fang more a normal 200? Pretty sure. Let's see. No, you're at 190. Really? I never got it to 200. Can we just find a 200 that doesn't have an upgrade? I think this kingdom might have been upgraded. Yes, I believe that was 50% on it. Seriously, I know you exist. Warrens, I know for sure you're a 200 that doesn't have one. Okay, 36, 18, 73, 72. Let's just say 72, 72. So 18, 16, 72, 72. Wait, did I say 16? It's 18, 36, 72, 72. Let's see. 18, 36, 72, 72. So 5 less magic, 9 less attack, and what is that? And 16 to 17 less HP and armor. So 17 less HP and 16 less armor. That's not too big of a difference. With 50% extra. Because it's basically counting like a level 150 king of faction for the most part. Since we had the 50% on 100. That should be manageable. Yeah, for the first 100, it is worth considering doing them for Val Ravens. I didn't the other time because I knew we'd need higher stats. And because we were a bit pressed on time. But generally, you should do, at minimum, the first 100. And if not, the first 200 with Val Ravens. Or, you know, doing every single room. Because it saves you quite a bit of diamonds on Val Ravens, assuming you have the stats to be able to actually take it out. Hey, AG Walker! Glad you could catch us live. Hope the weekend's been going well. Okay, we'll throw that down. Wait, what do you mean it has more rooms? Does it actually have 10 rooms instead of 9? I know All Seeing Eye has 1 less room than any other delve. Does Dark Pits actually have an extra one? I don't believe it does. I'm pretty sure it's 9 rooms. Is it 10? I've never actually noticed that if it is. Pretty sure it's 9 like every other delve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's a normal amount. But every delve has 9 except All Seeing Eye, which for whatever reason has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But every other delve in the game is 9. I don't think there's a single one with 10 yet. I'm almost guaranteed. Not even City of Thieves is 10. Oh, I don't even have a battle here. I used up all my battles, fail. But, so I can't even look at it. But, I'm pretty sure that's 9, like every other faction. For whatever reason, All Seeing Eye is 8. Probably because it was the first one ever made. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually have a 10-room faction, though. But anyways, back to the grind. If anyone still has any other questions, now would be a great time to ask. Loading, loading, loading. Loading? You you finally took the plunge with a guild. Still trying to figure out what you should be doing or not doing. You shouldn't really be donating too much gold unless you're in a really big gold with a high requirement. If you're in a really small guild that you just randomly joined, you should almost be donating nothing towards it. just because you should be just using the guild in order to claim seals and to participate in events that you wouldn't be able to otherwise if you weren't in a guild. Green Tower of Doom teams. You can run Truffle. You won't be able to run full Truffle, obviously, but you can run variants of double Truffle with a support troop. You can run Yasmin's Pride into double Ketris if you happen to have that combination, and then just use something like Leprechaun for mana accumulation, which is honestly probably the method I'll be using for the later part of the things. For earlier on, you can actually use a Wild Queen into a Skull Spam. Keep in mind you have Web Spinner as access, so you can do triple damage for the earlier rooms. So you can do that with Earth's Fury if you have that combo. You can do, well, that's a pretty good number of teams. Oh yeah, you can also do Rowan's Urskea Shield. So you can Urskea Shield into Rowan, which is basically like the Ketris method but cheaper, because both Urskea Shield and Rowan are easily obtainable, whereas Yasmin's Pride and Ketris are not. Ugh. You should only donate gold to a guild if they have a requirement, and ideally that requirement is over 500,000 a week, or about 500,000 a week. But if your guild has no requirement for donating gold, you should pretty much not donate any gold, or at least very minimally. Particularly through early game, mid game, and by the time you reach late game, you'd probably be able to easily do it. But yeah, unless the guild you're currently in has a requirement for it, you shouldn't really be doing it too much. Though you do eventually want to find yourself into a gold requirement guild, with aiming for at least a 500,000 normally as the minimum requirement, unless you're looking for something even more casual. But 500,000 gold is pretty easy to get in the current state of the game once you get to like level 1,000 plus. Currently, this late in the game, we can get 500,000 gold in 2 hours if we're actually directly go and farm it. You can almost get that in 1 hour with current rates. Current rates can get like anywhere from like 350,000 to like a little over 400,000. Per hour, that is. Which banner am I using for my Explore team? I am running +2 blue, +1 green, -1 yellow. And the reason for this is +2 blue allows us to full mana Rowan on 4x 5x green. Or sorry, on 4x 5x blue. The +1 green then allows us to get full mana on 4x and 5x green, because we have an additional +1 off a Leprechaun, which basically means that so we have +2 blue and +2 green total across the team. And this is beneficial because any green or blue we take for extra turn will result in full mana for Rowan, so that we can quick cast her. So instead of having to take a Leprechaun, which takes about a second or two longer than swiping off the board, we can simply just swipe off the board and get full mana that way. That also guarantees that it stays on our turn. But it basically just opens up more options to quickly win the battle, which is nice to have, because that makes it so about a third of the board of an extra turn will give full mana to her. Also, what is this loading screen? Come on now. There we go. Have I tried Reflection of Good with this team? You can. It's not horrible on it. Generally, whatever you slot as first slot on this team is almost never going to cast, though. The weapon you use really doesn't matter for the most part. Unless you're using this to upscale, like harder battle. If you're just doing this for quick explore kills, it almost doesn't matter what your first slot is as long as it's not blocking, because you're almost never going to cast it. And if you're planning on upscaling this team, Urskea Shield's probably the best way to go, because you can just use that right into Rowan. Is it working out quite nicely? So I was just mentioning all that extra turn stuff. Yeah, we're not getting a single one. It does happen though, of course. Sometimes you don't even notice because you have to just go for the leprechaun quickly. But if you can notice it within the first few seconds, it's worth going for. Like right there. But as you can see right there, between having +2 blue and green, you can just take an extra turn of any kind, 4 times or 5 times, and full mana right into poke. And that's way quicker than leprechaun. It's like 2 or 3 seconds quicker if you can actually get a board that has it. Because you don't have to wait for all the stuff to cascade normally. And it's also guaranteed extra turn. Whereas leprechaun's only a chance if it cascades correctly. Hey, an arcane. We have so many useless arcanes. They said they would eventually add a tradestone sync to the game. They never did. Wish they would. I feel like they're always concerned about adding anything that uses an old resource. Just because there's so many people that have a ridiculous, absurd amount of old resources. For example, I have enough diamonds to craft 14 mythics right now. We can craft over a year's worth of mythics with how much diamonds we have. Any particular reason to use level 3? Can you use 1 or 2? Yes. You can use 1 or 2 if you're struggling to one-shot level 3. The reason I do 3 is I have higher stats, so I can one-shot 3. However, if you can't one-shot 3, doing 1 and 2 is perfectly fine. You just do whatever highest difficulty you can one-shot easily, consistently, 100% of the time. Which generally is not 3. I just do it because I have max stats, and with max stats it is possible to consistently do it. Even with a little bit lower than max, you could do it. But if you have substantially lower, then just doing 1 or 2 would be fine. At any level, you should be able to do 1. Like, 1's really, really low. Like, you just obtain Rowan and you almost have enough. Like, if you have level 10 Armor Kingdoms, you pretty much have enough to one-shot Explore 1, I'm pretty sure. And if you can easily one-shot Explore 1 and can one-shot Explore 2, might as well just do Explore 2. And Explore 3 you get to eventually. The only real benefit of doing it slightly higher is you get ever so slightly more loot. It's not that big a difference. But if you can do higher, you should do higher. However, not doing higher will have very little effect on overall output. Because you're still getting the exact same amount of class XP. You're still gaining the same amount of hero XP. You're still gaining the same amount of trait stones. The only thing that really changes is the tokens slightly. You get slightly higher rarity and slightly more often once you get higher. As well as getting the arcane a little bit more often. Because whenever you get a mythic battle, you get a guarantee arcane. And you get slightly more shards at the higher ones. And the only other difference is gold. You get a gold multiplier the higher you move up. And it adds up to be a little bit of gold over time. And the higher the better in that regard. This is a relatively low method for gaining gold though. I forget the exact rate, but I believe it's only around 100,000 to 150,000 per hour. Assuming you can win in one shot like this. Which for earlier on in the game actually isn't that bad at all. But for this late in the game, it's not the greatest. We can easily do, without even trying, over 300,000 an hour. If we were to do like Explore 12 or something. And that can easily reach up to 400,000 or so, a little higher per hour. That's still good gold nonetheless. Just not the best method for it. But of course, you're not doing it necessarily for the gold. You're doing it for the class XP. Or the trait stones. Because earlier on in the game, you do focus trait stones, though, of course, too. It's not something you ever really see me going on my way to do. Because it's something you only really do up until the end of mid-game. But later in the game, you don't really need to go out of your way to farm trait stones. Because the current state of the game, there is nothing to do with all your spare trait stones. At least currently. Hopefully we get a new feature for it. 5.0 might finally add it. Something to use trait stones for. Not sure if that's still within their plans. They've made mention of it in the past. They even made mention that they eventually want to add a sync for pretty much every resource in the game. Soul Sync, I'm pretty sure they've kind of gotten unlocked now with how tokens are, even though some people will still have way more than enough souls for it. But I feel like souls are going to be pretty team on, and if they do anything more, it's going to be through Soulforge. Gold is already synced pretty well because of how guild tasks work and the fact that they just reworked it recently, which is basically just to make it even healthier, the gold sync. So they're probably not going to touch that for a while. However, there's still a lot of things that don't have a sync. Glory doesn't really have a proper sync, even though you could just spend it towards mythics and keys and the event things every single week. Diamonds, oddly enough, don't actually have a proper sync. However, now that they added weapons and stuff to that as of several months ago, they're probably not too concerned about adding more diamond sync, because that would be pretty controversial to everyone who still needs to use diamonds. But that's only like an issue for like 0.2% of players probably having too many diamonds. First world Gems of War problems. I have nothing to use my diamonds on. But I don't know. I feel like the biggest issue resource right now, oddly enough, is Glory, as far as how much of surplus it is. Glory and trade stones and ingots. And maybe the treasure in Underworld. But I don't feel like they're going to do something about the treasure in Underworld, unfortunately. But the problem with ingots is once you have them all, they have 100% zero value. Trade stones have almost the exact same effect. And then the big issue with Glory has always kind of been that the only thing you really have to use them for at a certain point is Glory keys. Like, you eventually get so many of them that you can't even fathomably realistically use them all on like the Glory pack per week. And there's just nothing else to really put them in. Oh yeah, Treasure Hunt too. Though theoretically, they expect people to actually use them. And they are going to be buffing Treasure Hunt later this year, which is pretty much going to be their fix for that. They're never going to add a sync for treasure maps, though. But they might make Treasure Hunt a little bit more enticing to the point that people actually use their maps for it. And the problem with Underworld treasure is that you can't upgrade them. If they were upgradable somewhat like ingots are, that'd be very beneficial. Because the biggest issue with how treasure works in Underworld is the first two rarities of treasure are almost never worth using. Just because of how much gold it costs to put them into delves. And the problem with that is they are pretty common drops. So you end up getting a lot of this useless drop that you can't even really use. Unless you just want to use absurd amounts of gold. Which no one is going to do. And they would actually sink more gold, not less, by adding some way to convert them upwards. And it would also be a way to soul sync as well, since it'll probably be in Soulforge and cost some amount of souls to transform them. Like a few of each treasure transforming into the next. Like 3 bags into a chalice. 3 bags into a ring, 3 rings into a chalice, so on and so forth. Like, they would lose some of their EXP value. However, you would save gold from it to a degree that it'd be worth upgrading. Yeah, something like 100 souls and 3 of them would probably work out pretty well. And I believe with 3 they lose value every single time. However, it's not that much value. I believe they lose 33% value that way. Because you're losing the value of one of them if you do it that way. It'd be a nice little fix. But yeah, you lose 5 value off of that. You lose 25 value off of that. You lose 50 value off of that. So 1/3, 1/3. That's a little bit less than 1/3 though for that one. But yeah, you do lose value every single time. And that one you'd lose 50. And that one you'd probably never bother upgrading, but you'd lose 250 value. But 3 of them and 100 souls to upgrade them would make people actually sink more gold, not less. And it would also be a small soul sink. The problem is if they make the soul cost too much, no one's going to do it. Like if it costs 1,000 souls to do something like that, 3 of the treasure into the next treasure. Or if they make it cost too many treasures, like 5 or 10 of them, then it's not really going to be used as much. But if it's 3 with 100 souls, I feel like people will go for it. And it, oddly enough, would actually sink more gold, not less. because people would actually spend more of their treasure on hordes rather than just not using it. Because I think their biggest concern is if they do something like that, it's actually going to make it so people spend less gold on factions. But I'm pretty sure it would have the inverse effect. Because right now, a lot of people are sitting on a lot of treasure they are never going to use. Just because of how bad a value the smaller ones have. Hey, there's our level. I knew we were like almost right on top of it. Ah, there we go. Level 83. Still got a ways to go though, but we're getting there. Actually, what did I say the halfway mark was? Like 84 or 88? I mean 84. I mean 87, 88? I think it was somewhere around there. I think it was closer to 87. But we're almost there. We're getting there. But anyways, guys. Any other questions? Otherwise, oh wait, do you have 4 of every mythic? No. We don't have even remotely close to 4 of every mythic. I don't think anyone in the game has 4 of every mythic. That is insanely hard to do. Actually, there's still quite a few mythics I only have 1 copy of. Some of which might almost be beneficial to get a 2nd copy of. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful week. We'll be back soon to go over the event video for next week. And then we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys soon. Oh, wait, one other question first. Remiford? Remiford? I feel like I'm butchering your name. But any suggestions for a quicker level 1 or 2 explore team that gets you more souls? Yes, Explore 2. Well, it's not quicker, but you can run Dragon Soul with a bunch of Necromancy troops. So if you have, let's say, Dragon Soul, any troop with Necromancy in the entire game, ideally Azarus, but it could be any of them if you don't have double Azarus fully traded. But Dragon Soul with any Necromancies followed by Hero Class with Purple Storm. You can also use Wolf fully traded, but Hero Class with Purple Storm's cheaper. And if you do that combination, you can win in 3 Dragon Soul casts, and you'll get max capacity of souls every single battle. This isn't exceptionally quick, though, and it does force you to have to use a Purple Hero Class, or Purple Storm Hero Class, if you happen to not have fully traded Wolf yet. However, as soon as you have Dragon Soul, you'd be able to run a team like that for the most part, and it ends up working out pretty well. It's around 20 to 30,000 or so souls per hour, just with normal Necromancy troops, and get upwards of about, or around to about 50,000 souls per hour or so. Give or take a little bit, and you can do that with double Fair Shra once you eventually get them. But even with no Fair Shras, you can easily clear about 20,000 souls with it per hour. The win rate of it's a lot slower though. You're going to win once every like 40 seconds or so. However, you're going to reach max capacity of souls every single battle. So it's a bit slower, like about twice as slow. However, you're getting souls the entire time, which kind of makes up for it. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Oh wait, never mind. One other thing. You haven't been playing for over a year? Oh, glad you came back, Ricky. Now, but you had still subbed to you the whole time, but don't know what to do with the changes. Oh gosh, yeah, there is so many changes. Not sure if I can really go over them with the fact that we're about to go end. But the main thing to really mention is Explore is now the best place to farm in the entire game. And as long as you just do all the dailies that are around, like Adventure Board and dungeons, which you probably are aware of what dungeons already are, and delves and stuff like that, you'll be fine. But basically just focusing on dailies, your normal guild stuff, and just farming Explore like crazy, you should be fine. Because Explorer is now just insanely good value due to all these tokens being added. And for now, you should pretty much just start accumulating them. But yeah, I can go over that a little bit more later, if you still have any other questions. But farm and explore and just do basic dailies, like Adventure Board, dungeons, delves, whatever the guild-related events are, whatever the weekend events are, like Bounty right now, and stuff like that, which is the normal stuff that you're probably already aware of. What do you think about Key Lime's situation? I was chatting with him some privately. I was even chatting with him some this weekend, and he seemed like pretty happy and stuff. But then things happened, and yeah, it's I hope the best for him. I haven't been able to chat with him again to see how things were going. I chatted with him this morning, was the earliest, or the most recent time that I did. But yeah, I'll be chatting with him more in a little bit. Probably not tonight though, because I'm about to crash. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. Have a wonderful week. We'll be back with the Monday event video soonish, and we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch all of you guys soon.